jazz combo.
I can't give a short answer for that either. Historically, the drummer's primary role is to keep the time and keep the beat. But music has changed since Count Basie was the most modern language of the musical day. And I can say with amount of certainty that every time the music changed, it changed because drumming changed it. When you look at the role of the drummer in Duke Ellington's band, and then look what Kenny Clarke did to drumming, the role of the drummer changed from being solely timekeeping to timekeeping and accompaniment. And then other great players, and I hesitate to name one because then you have to name all of them. And then you leave somebody out and they say, oh, he didn't mention. So, but fast forward to Elvin Jones and his expansion of the instrument. As the bass, the role of the bass changed and amplification came along for the bass, the drummer didn't always have to play boom, 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 because now boom, 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 boom was a whole lot easier to hear with amplification. So the role moved from bass drum keeping time to more ride cymbal keeping time, right? And so in a jazz combo, it certainly depends on the type of music and the style that you're playing out of. But for me, which I think is your question, I try to be as musical as possible. Try to deal with and address as many elements of music when I'm playing a song as possible. Form, melody, structure, conversation, solo development arc, like you don't want to just go, whoosh, right? You have to work your way up and work your way down. So all of these things are part of what I do in drumming. And I think that the role of the drummer, while the fundamental role has never changed, on top of the fundamental, it's expanded. It's expanded, and the music has changed every time as a result of it. So I think it's as important for trumpet players to play good time as it is drummers. Very often you'll see on the bandstand, they'll be playing and the saxophone player or something gets in trouble, and the first thing he does is turn around and look at the drummer. Right? And the drummer wants to pick up something and throw it at him. What are you looking back here for? So when I work with students, I make sure that everybody is tapping their foot or moving some part of their body to keep time. Because if everybody's keeping time, then the drummer can be more creative because he doesn't have to worry about holding the time together for everybody. So the role changes, and all the guys in my band have great time. So I'm going to be taking liberties.